Hi everybody, Dougras here with Dougras Reports. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Citi Premiere Card. It was recently announced that the Citi Premiere is going to undergo some changes coming in the month of August 2020. Before, this is a card that I really didn't pay a lot of attention to. The question is, are these changes substantial enough to warrant taking another look at the card? And I'm wondering, will this lead to a new trifecta? Before we dive in, though, on this channel, we're all about finding epic value for the average Joe and the average Jane, including but not limited to credit card rewards and credit cards in general. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe to this channel and please click the thumbs up button. Let's jump in. To help you understand what's going on, let's compare the old benefits to the new benefits. In the past, or currently, the Citi Premiere Card gets 3% back on all travel, 3% on gas, 2% on dining and entertainment, all for an annual fee of $95. And when I say percent back, it's really points per dollar, but just for the sake of ease, I've listed it as a percentage. That setup ends on August 22nd. Starting on August 23rd, you'll get 3% on airfare and hotels. Now, notice that does not include all travel, so you wouldn't be able to count Uber, you wouldn't be able to count bed and breakfasts or VRBO, that kind of thing. 3% on gas, 3% on dining, that's up 1%, and 3% on groceries, still for a $95 annual fee. Now you'll notice the dining category went away, so if you're someone who does a lot of movies or a lot of live sporting events, you might want to consider that carefully. I'm not in that group, so to me, this setup is better, especially groceries, because our family gets a lot of groceries. If you use the Citi Premiere Card in their own portal, the Citi Travel portal, using their points, which they call thank you points, you get a 1.25 modifier. So every 1,000 points is worth 1,250 points if used towards travel. So effectively, that 3% on airfare and hotels becomes 3.75%. Same thing for gas, dining, and groceries. That's pretty powerful right there, and that covers a whole lot of things that people spend money on. In fact, I'd say the gas, dining, and groceries are probably the three biggest credit card categories for a whole lot of people. So let's take this just a little further and kind of explore, do some thought exercises on where this might lead. There's another card called the Citi Rewards Plus card, and I actually have this card, and I've been a little hard on it in the past. Maybe I have to rethink it. Maybe I should do a video called What's Right with the Citi Rewards Plus. If you want to see my old video, I'll put a card up here in the corner. But what this card does is it gives you 10% points back on redemption, a maximum of 100,000 points per year, and there's no annual fee. Now, it has some other features too, this weird round up to the nearest 10 points feature that is mostly pretty useless in my opinion. So I'm only looking at the 10% points back feature on this card right now. Let's think about these two cards together, the Citi Premiere and the Citi Rewards Plus. This is a $95 annual fee put together because one has a fee, one does not. You have the 1.25 times modifier if you use the travel portal, and 10% points back because of the Rewards Plus card. So all of these 3% categories, airfare and hotels, gas, dining, groceries, effectively become 4.125%, or 4 1/8%. I doubted the math myself. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right, so I did an example. Feel free to grab your calculator and follow along with me. In this example, all of our spending is going to be in the 3% category, the effective 4.125% category. The hypothetical person, we'll say me, spends $3,333.34, and since those are all 3X categories, I get 10,000 thank you points. That's enough to buy a $125 plane ticket. Let's say I find a plane ticket to Denver, Colorado for exactly $125. What did I get out of that? I got a $125 plane ticket. I got 1,000 thank you points back. That's worth $12.50 in the future towards travel. And I got all of that for my $3,333.34 in spending. So take the $125 plane ticket I got, because that's value, plus the $12.50 value that those extra 1,000 points back are worth in the future. That's $137.50 in total cash equivalent value that I got. I had to spend $3,333.34 to get that. So I divide $137.50 into that amount, and it does in fact come out to 4.125%. If you think I did the math wrong, please put a comment down below and let me know. So I mentioned earlier in this video a potential new trifecta, so we got to add a third card. Well, let's do that, the Citi DoubleCash card. Everyone in the credit card universe has heard about this card, 2% cash back on everything. Now, we take that 2% cash back because they do let you transfer those Citi DoubleCash points to thank you points. Optionally, you don't have to, but you can. So 2% on everything is the starting point. You got to take that times 1.25 if you're using the Prestige, and that brings it up effectively to 2.5%. And then the extra 10% or 1.1 with the Rewards Plus card, now you're up to 2.75% on everything. So we have this whole new trifecta, the Citi Premiere, the Citi Rewards Plus, and the Citi DoubleCash. We'll have to think of a name in just a few moments here. So with all of these categories, airfare and hotels, gas, dining, and groceries, you're getting 4.125%. On everything else, you're getting 2.75%. Because in those categories that are listed in the example, the first 4 bullet points, you're using your Citi Premiere. For everything else, you're using your Citi DoubleCash in this hypothetical trifecta. The Rewards Plus is just out there. Technically, you could use it for anything that costs less than $5 to get a little bit better than the DoubleCash. And this is all for $95 as an annual fee, which really isn't too bad. So there's some disclaimers and presumptions I have here. First of all, this value, as I've listed in the video, only applies if you're going to be spending on travel anyway. If you're just wanting to take the cash, that's not going to work. Secondly, the way the Rewards Plus is set up, you're limited to 100,000 points of redemptions per year to get full value. If you go over that, you'll still get some value, but not as much. You won't get the 10% points back. And thirdly, it assumes the Citi Travel Portal is giving you fair prices on travel, that it's not marking things up. Now, since I have the Rewards Plus card, I can go look at their portal and play around. I did that just a little bit. I checked 2 domestic flights that are economy and 2 domestic motels, and there was no markup there. It was the same price that you'd pay like directly on Hilton's website or directly on American Airlines website. That doesn't mean there's never a markup. In fact, I've seen videos. One I can think of is Waller's Wallet, who does show you that Citi sometimes does mark things up. But if we make that leap of faith and that assumption, then it's still worthwhile. If not, it may not be worthwhile. Maybe that would be a future video idea, to take another look or two at the Citi Travel Portal. So let's call this the Double Premiere Plus trifecta, and we'll compare it to a cash back trifecta. So on the left, we've got the 3 Citi cards that we've been talking about in this video, the Premiere, the Rewards Plus, and the DoubleCash. If you're only spending in those 3x point categories, airfare, hotels, gas, dining, and groceries, you're getting 4.125% value equivalent for a $95 annual fee. Comparing that to a cash back trifecta on the right side of your screen, airfare, hotels, gas, dining, groceries. With airfare, you could use a card like the Wells Fargo Propel, and the Propel would also give you 3x on gas and dining and hotels, if I didn't already say that. As far as grocery goes, there's a couple different cards I know of. The American Express Blue Cash Every Day is one. The Bank of the West Cash Rewards card also gets you 3% back on groceries. All of those examples I just gave are no annual fee. So it's definitely easy and possible to get 3% back on airfare, hotel, gas, dining, groceries. So the question is, with that extra 1.125%, how much do you have to spend in a year hit the break-even point where this double Premier plus trifecta is better than cash back? The answer is $8,445 in spending. So if you're going to funnel $8,445 or more through credit cards using these 3% categories in any given year, and all of the assumptions on the prior page hold true, then the double Premier plus trifecta would be better than a cash back trifecta based on those categories. What if we take this a little further and we think I'm going to be using that Citi DoubleCash, and half of my spending is going to be in those bonus categories, the 4.125s. Half is going to be in the 2.75 categories. So I'm going to average those out 50-50. That's 3.438% with the $95 annual fee. So we're comparing that to the cash back trifecta, where you use 3% cash back cards for those bonus categories, a 2% cash back card, of which there's many, with no annual fee, 50-50 average, that's 2.5%. That's a difference of 0.938%. In other words, what do you have to spend to hit $95? Your break-even point in this half and half scenario is $10,128. So if you funnel $10,128 in spending through credit cards a year, and all those assumptions from 2 screens ago prove true, then the double Premier plus trifecta would be better. It's time for a couple disclaimers. Now, I think these are pretty minor, but things you need to know about. First of all, if you pay for part of your booking through the Citi portal with cash, they require the payment card to be a Citi card, or at least that's what they say. In other words, let's just say hypothetically, you have enough points to get a $125 plane ticket, but you didn't save enough points to cover the $4 or $5 in fees. What they say is you have to pay those $4 or $5 in fees, or whatever part you can't cover with thank you points, using a Citi credit card. Now, that's what it says. I also see in the required fields here, it lists American Express. I don't know of any Citi American Express cards. Maybe there are some, and I'm just not seeing them right now. So you might be able to get around this, but at least that's what it says. The second disclaimer I'd like to mention is that if you take your thank you points as cash, let's say you change your mind and don't travel, they're only worth half a cent each. That was in that original video that I made, What's Wrong with the Citi Rewards Plus card. To get a 1-to-1 ratio, you'd have to get gift cards. So let's say hypothetically you do this trifecta, coronavirus goes on forever, you don't do any traveling and you just want to cash out. Whatever you put on your Citi DoubleCash, you can take as cash and get 2%. But whatever you put on the Citi Premiere or the Rewards Plus, you're going to have to get gift cards to get a cash equivalent, which kind of stinks. Although they do have a couple decent gift cards. I noticed Best Buy is one of them. They do not have Amazon, but they also have hotels.com. So maybe you could parlay that into some sort of find on hotels.com. I believe they have like an every 10th hotel free type thing. Something to consider, and this is a positive disclaimer, they do have some travel partners. And, I've said in other videos that I don't really use travel partners other than Hyatt through Chase, because I'm kind of an economy domestic traveler. And I think really for airline transfer partners to be worthwhile, you got to be flying either business class, first class, or some sort of international flight. So that might be worth way more than 1.25 cents per point. But it's just sort of a question mark. You might get an even better value with transfer partners. Sometime I should make a video asking people to talk me into the benefit of transfer partners for economy flyers. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is this new Citi Trifecta worthwhile? The double Premier Plus Trifecta, as I just picked a name for it. It's something I'm honestly thinking about getting. I really hadn't looked at Citi very hard until now, but it seems like it's worth considering. One bummer is Citi has a rule that for their thank you cards, if you've already gotten the bonus on one of them, even if it's a little tiny one, you have to wait 24 months before getting another one. So if I got the Citi Premiere anytime in the next 15 months or so, I'm not going to be able to get the bonus. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Put a comment. Tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm stupid. Tell me what's right. What do you like? I'd like to remind you that if you appreciate this video and would like to see others like it, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. As always, may your spending be frugal and may your points be plenteous. Catch you next time. That if you like this channel, please click the subscribe button and please click